Hello there and welcome to the Mobile Academy. And if you want to become a job ready Flutter developer, make sure to check out the courses on my website mobileacademy.io. Here you will find all of the courses related to the Flutter development. You will find the professional course as well as the basic course related to the Flutter. You can also find some of the free courses over here if you want to just go and try it out, or if you are just a beginner on the Flutter and then the React Native, you can also find the free course over here. And if you would like to be a full stack developer, we also have the course related to the full stack developer, related to the Node.js, Express, MongoDB, as well as the Flutter over here. And if you would like to join the Flutter bootcamp, there is also a bootcamp course over here. So make sure to go and check out the course over here. There are free and then the paid course. And if you want to be a job ready Flutter developer, this is the course that you want to take. So see you guys on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day.
Yeah, hello there and welcome back, and let us continue with our lesson over here. And this is the Flutter clean architecture with the Riverpod project over here. We will be building a Flutter application using the clean architecture with the Flutter Riverpod over here. And this is not a beginner course, so if you are a complete beginner, or if you are not familiar with the Flutter as well as the Riverpod over here, then this course is not for you. So this is really not a beginner friendly course, and if you want to learn some basic concept, make sure to go and check out my other courses over here, and you should be good to go with that one. But for this particular course, it is required to have some Flutter development experience, maybe a 6 months, 1 year, or even more than that would be good. And also the Riverpod, or the knowledge of the Riverpod is required. And if you are not sure about how to use the Flutter Riverpod, make sure to go and check out my course on that one. I have a full course regarding the Flutter Riverpod as well. And that's just the thing that you have to know about this. That is the prerequisite for this particular course. So let us get started, and welcome to the Flutter clean architecture course with the Flutter Riverpod. So let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Let us continue with our lesson over here, and in this particular lesson, let us go and set up our router over here. We'll be using the GoRouter. So for that, we'll go to our lib folder, and let's create the new folder, and let's call this one as a features. So features features over here, and inside this particular feature folder, I'll just go and create the new folder that will be of the login, and also I'll create the one more new folder that will be of the sign up over here. So login and sign up, or you can also call the register or something else depending on your requirement. So let's just go and add the two folder over here, and let's go and create the one new folder inside of this one, and that will be of the, let's say, presentation. And in this particular presentation folder, we are going to add all of our UI related stuff, like let's say UI, and also we'll add the one more folder that will be of the widget as well. And now let's go to the sign up, and let's create the presentation layer over here. And in this particular presentation layer, we are going to add the UI, and then we will also add the, okay, so this will be of the widget. And what I need to do is I'll just put the widget inside of the UI folder, not outside of that one. And let's just also drag that one over here. So I need to just go and expand all of this. It's currently not expanding over here, so let's just go and set that one up. For this, let's go to our setup over here. Let's go to the VS Code setting, and I'll go to the settings over here, and in the workspace I'll search for something like the, it may be of the compact folder, I guess, compact over here. And editor completeness, I guess this should be of the compact somewhere, compact subfolder, compact explorer, compact this subfolder. I guess that should be fine. Let's just go and take a look. Okay, so now that should be good enough. Let's just close this one over here and we are good to go. So now inside of this particular the UI, let's just go and create the one new file that will be of the, this will be of the sign up screen, sign up underscore the screen.the file. And let's also create the one more inside of this particular UI, and that will be of the login, and that will be of the screen.the file. So let's add the two of these, and we'll just go and create the two widget over here. Let's create this screen, and that will be of the consumer stateful consumer. I'll just go and create the stateful consumer, which will be of the login screen. And let me import all of these the missing packages over here. One will be of the Riverpod and one will be of the material package itself. And let's just go and return a simple scaffold from here, scaffold. And let's just go and add the simple app bar over here, and in the app bar title I'm just going to give something like a login over here. And I need to add the body for now, and in the body I'll just give a single child scroll view for now. And here in the child view, let's just go and add a simple column over here. And in the column, let's just go and add something, a simple login screen text over here. And I'll make this one as a const for now, and just remove this one. And we just need to fix this one issue over here. That should be good enough. Now we have one screen which is of the login screen, and I'll just copy this and I'll just go and paste it over here. That should be good enough. And this will be of the sign up screen, sign up over here. And let's just go and grab this one and replace it over here, replace it over here, as well as this one will be of the sign up screen. So that should be good enough. And consumer, and we also need to replace this one, and I guess this should be of the not the L. So that should be good enough. And here we need to say this is of the SIG sign up screen as well. And let's just go and replace the same thing over here. So now we have the two basic screen over here, nothing special. And once we have this two screen, we need to create our navigation. So let's go to the lib folder itself, and let's create the new folder, and let's call this one as the core. And inside of this core folder, I'll create the one new folder that will be of the route. And inside this particular route, I'm going to create the let's say route underscore the name. Okay, so not the subfolder, it should be actually a file, sorry for that, new file. And this will be of the route name dot the dot file. And here we will create another which will be of the GoRouter. You can give any name, so I'll just say a GoRouter provider. Depending on your requirement, you should give a correct name over here. So I'll just say this is of the GoRouter provider itself. So in the name I need a two name, one is of the login and then one is of the sign up. Let's create the const of the string, and that will be of the login, and which will be of the let's give a name as the login itself. And we have the one more which is of not the home for now. Okay, so let's just have sign up over here, login route over here, and this is the sign up route. So we'll just give a name of that one, and this will be of the sign up over here. So we have the two routes set up over here. And I guess let's remove this particular the forward slash from here, and let's just give a name as a simple name which is of the login and then the sign up over here. And let's go to our provider over here, and in this particular provider we will create the final variable of the GoRouter provider itself, and that will be of the, we will be providing the provider itself over here. And that will come from the Flutter Riverpod. and I have already I guess you have already learned about the provider in the Flutter Riverpod section, and this is going to return us the type is of the GoRouter over here. So let's just go and import the GoRouter itself over here, and now here it is going to give us the ref object over here. So that's going to give us the ref object, and let's just go and close it over here. So we need to return our GoRouter from here. So return, let's just go and return our GoRouter itself. And inside of this, we need some routes, right? So let's just go and auto generate with the Codimum tool. And what I need to do is let's go and import our screen. So let's just go and say we require the login screen as well as the sign up screen over here. And here we will go and set up the initial location for this one will be of, let's say, login screen. So let's just say not the / only, it will be of the login itself over here, and this will be also of the login. So now initial location, which means that the once the GoRouter face the initial location, we will go to the, it will redirect it to the login screen, which will be our main route over here. And currently we don't have any other requirements, just a simple, which will be of the route path will be of this one, and then simple are the builder over here, which is of the page builder, and we are not doing any complicated stuff over here. You can also provide the name for this one actually. So the name will be of the login route. I guess we have set up that one, right? And also for this one, path and the name. So if you want to later go and make use of the named route, right? So navigate using the named route, then you can just make use of this particular route name that we have provided over here. So now we have this particular GoRouter provider. Next thing is we need to set this up in our material app. And for that one, let's go to our main over here. And this is our entry point of our application where we have the main function, and we can separate this one to the one new let's say we want to separate it out of this particular file. So we want to follow a single responsibility principle over here, and that is the main topic of the clean architecture. So we don't want to keep this particular the stateless or the main app over here, as well as the entry point of our app in the main .dot file. We want to separate it. So it's not complicated over here, but it's always good to have it separated following the single responsibility principle over here. So one file or one class is just doing a one task over here, right? So let's go and create the one new file, and let's just call this one as the main widget.dart file over here. And here what we'll do, I'll just go and copy the whole class from here, and I'll just go and paste it over here. And we need to import the material package over here. And I guess we want to convert this one to the stateful, not the stateful, actually we want to convert it to make use of the, if you go over here, the Flutter Riverpod, because we need to access that particular the GoRouter over there. So we need to access this particular provider. So in this case, we require this particular widget to have the Riverpod over here, or the Riverpod ref object that we need to access. So let's just go and set this one as the consumer widget over here. And once we extend it with the consumer widget, we need to have the widget ref as the build context parameter over here. And now I can just go and set the final, and then this will be of the GoRouter, which will be of the ref dot the, I can make use of the watch, and then the provider will be of the GoRouter provider that we have just created. And once we have this, I will just go and wrap dot and then the router. And in this particular router, I need to go and call the router config over here. That will be of the GoRouter, the GoRouter that we, okay, so this is at the go is spelling error, and GoRouter over here. Let's just go and grab this one and provide it over here. An invalid const is there, so let's just go and remove that one. That should be good. And I can remove this particular over here, it's not required. So that should be good enough. And currently we are not providing any of the theme or like the localization and all of the stuff, so it will be cleaner over here. So like we are not doing anything over here, right? So later if we have more time, we'll just come and see how we can provide the multi-language over here localization, as well as the providing the dark and the light theme as well. But for now, let's just keep it simple. And over here, this is of the main app over here, and I'll just go and rename this one. Instead of the main app, I'll call this one as the main widget over here, or any specific name that we want to provide. And let's just go and provide it over here, and let's just go and call this one over here. So now we are good to go. And to make use of our Riverpod, if you can remember from our previous lesson where we learned about the Flutter Riverpod, we need to wrap this with the provider over here, right? The provider widget. So let's just go over here and let's just remove this one from here, and let's just go and arrange, and I'll just go call this one as the provider scope that we require over here. And this is the one from the Flutter Riverpod. And I'll just go and provide the main widget over here, and I'll just go and make this one as the const, and I can remove this from here. So that should be good enough. And now we have our the provider scope provided, and that will wrap all of our the providers, right? And slice all of the provider later on. Like if you want to access any of the provider down the down this particular main widget, right? The children or the sub let's say a children of this particular main widget, then we can actually access that particular provider using the ref.the-watch or ref.the-read over here. So we don't have to go and wrap each of the widget with the provider itself, like we used to do with the provider, or the like if you are using the Flutter block, that's also following that particular pattern. You have to wrap that provider, right? But here in the Riverpod, it's quite simple. We just have to wrap it with the provider scope, then we are good to go. Now we can use all of our provider inside of our any application down the main line of this particular main widget. So let's try to go and run our application, and let's go to the run and debug, and let's create the launch.json file. That should create this particular file in our VS Code with the launch.json. And now we can just go and run our application, and let's just wait for this to complete. And now here you can see that once we run our application, we are into the login screen. So let's create the one more button over here so we can navigate to the sign up screen over here. So let's go back to our login screen, and let's go and add one button over here that will be of, let's see, icon button. I guess that should be fine. Icon button, the field over here, I guess that should be fine. Just don't worry about the UI. We are not learning about the UI to build a UI over here. We are learning to writing a clean code with the Flutter and then the Flutter Riverpod. And in the icon, I'll just go and see the const of the icon itself, and then the icon, so dot the do we have the login over here? Okay, so we have the login, and I'll just make use of the outlined over here. And invalid const somewhere we have, so let's just go and remove that from here, and I'll just go and add the const over here. That should be good enough. And here we can just make use of the context over here. Context dot the let us make use of the go for now. and then the location will be of the sign up over here. Let's just go and remove this particular location, and I need to import the GoRouter package over here. So if you want to make use of the context.go, we need to import this one, and that should be good enough. And now let's just go, and I guess this should be already running the instance. Okay, so it is here, so I couldn't find it, sorry for that. Let's just go and close all of this, and it's here. So what I will do is I'll just go and the reload, or let's just go and hot reload over here. So now we have this particular the ugly looking button. It's not beautiful, but let's just keep it as a simple. So once I click this one, so now you can see that we went to the sign up screen over here, but we don't have an option to coming back over here. That's because we make use of the go over here. And in case you want to have the backstack, what we can do is, instead of using the go, I'll just make use of the push over here. And let's just go and reload over here. Also, let's just go and restart. I guess that should be okay. So now let's go to the sign up, and now we have the back button over here, so we can navigate back. And if you want to learn more about the GoRouter itself, I have a separate course on that one. Make sure to check out about that. And I guess that's all for this particular lesson. We have successfully set up our GoRouter over here, and we have a simple login and then the sign up, and later we are going to create the UI over here. We are not going to create a beautiful or a complex UI. It's not regarding creating this course is not related to of creating all of those. It's about the clean architecture, right? So we will follow that steps over here, and you can just go and add the login with the email option for now, and as well as over here the sign up form if you want, but let's just keep it as it is, and later we'll see if how we can add all of those over here. But I can give you as a homework, if you have some free time, just go and play around and add the UI over here as well. And let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day.